In Eco Chapter first, the story of village Palampur. In this chapter, we will discuss about the people of the particular village. Palampur is not a real village. It is hypothetical, means an imaginary village. So, with the help of this story, we want to know about such kind of village which is smart village, connected with the big villages and some towns also, with cities also. And most of the people are living in pakka houses, and most of the people are having electricity in their houses, means we can say different type of facilities are provided to the people. Let me start the topic. Today we will discuss the topic different resources which we will find through this story. In Palampur village, this village is well connected with Raiganj and Sahapur. Palampur village connected with big village Raiganj and nearby town Sahapur. So we can say that people of that particular village are able to get the products from particular village also, nearby village also, and from the town also. Next one. In Palampur village, 450 families. It is a small village. In that village, total 450 families are living. And the main occupation of that particular village is farming. So now question arises, how many people are involved in the farming activities? How many land pieces they were having? Some people are very rich farmer, big farmers, some are middle and some are landless also. So here we will discuss this thing also. In Palampur village, out of 450 families, 60 families were big farmer. 150 families small farmer, and 240 families landless. Now most important point to be noted here, 450 families are divided into three categories: big farmer, small farmer and landless farmer. So there will be differences between their lifestyle also. Big farmers are living different type of style. Small farmers are depend on the rains for the irrigation system, taking the help of the family members as a workers. And these person have to depend on these big farmers for their livelihood. So we will discuss all these things. Electricity connected means most of the families are connected, houses are connected with the electricity because of for the irrigation system, tubewell system was also developed. 80% people out of 450, 80% were upper caste and 1/3 scheduled caste. Means in that particular village, caste system is also there. And lower caste people are living in a remote area, in a corner of the village. You can see in your localities also, the scheduled caste person, they are also living in a corner of the village. They are living separately from the mainstream of society in our villages at present also. So with the help of this village, here we are discussing about our social structures and about the economic activities which are taking place in our surrounding. Next one, schools are there. Means children are also going to school. There are 2 schools in that particular village. 2 hospitals are there. One is governed by the government and other is private. Now we will discuss the production fundamentals. What are the factors of production in this topic? So, farming and non-farming activities took place. Basically, 4 factors are there of production. First one is land. Land is the main factors. We are doing different activities on land. Suppose we want to build a home. We want to build a temple, bridges. So, land is required first. Land is the main factors for the production and do other kind of activities. So 1 hectare is equal to 100 square meter. Previously we have discussed in Palampur village that farming is the main activity. Other activities also took place. But most of the people are included in farming activities. Land is fixed and scarce. We can't increase the part of land as the population growing. So what can we do? For fulfill the need of the growing population, we should need to develop and use more and more modern equipments of farming. So these modern equipments are known as physical and working capitals. So in Palampur village, most of the farmers are using tractors for the plowing and sowing of the seeds in the farming farms, and they are using threshers and other machines also. They are using other vehicles also for transporting their granaries. Next, two types of farming activities took place, means two seasons are there. Kharif seasons, onset of monsoon or during the rainy seasons, and Rabi crop seasons during the winter seasons. Second one is labor. In Palampur village, the work of the labor is more hard. They have to do physical work also. So we can divide the labors into two parts. Some are skilled labor and some are manual worker. So in the people who are included in this category, they are facing problem because of in farming activities, these people are not able to find job regularly. They are finding job during that time of harvesting and the seed sowing. Remain years they have to depend on other tasks. They have to do work on low basis. Next one, physical capital. Physical capital are those capitals which we are using to produce the product. In the small scale industries also, in houses also, in the farm also. Physical capital can be divided into two parts. Fixed capital. Fixed capital like tools, machines, tractors, tubal systems, buildings, so that we can use them for a long time period. That's why these are known as fixed capital. For example, school building, the house building we are using for the living, but if there is a need to be for other ceremonies we are taking to place. If need for the elections, then we are using the school building for elections also. So these are involved in physical fixed capitals. These are the part of physical capital. Next one is working capital. Working capitals are used for one time, then they finished. For example, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, money in pocket. If we are taking the work from a labor, then we have to provide wages to them. Then it will be finished from our side. So, physical capitals are of two types. It should be clear to you. Fixed capital and working capital. Next factor is human capital. Human capital is also an important resource for that. In this category, we are categorized those persons who are having knowledge, who are the skilled person, who are able to operate any kind of machines, and they are giving their services to increase the productions. Those are involved in human capital. Different types of farmers in Palampur village are also the part of physical capital. So three types of farmers are there. Small farmers or landless, middle farmer or big farmers. So what are the differences between small and middle farmer, middle and big farmers, or we can categorize both in one category. So listen carefully. The big farmers were having the land part 10 hectare or more than 10 hectare. And the small farmers having land piece 2 hectare or less than 2 hectare. So now many questions arise here. The big farmers were able to purchase all the physical capitals and working capitals, and small farmers were not able to purchase all these things. So how they are doing their farming activities and how so many types of problems they have to face. Here question arise, look at this landless peasants, those person who are involved in farming activities but not the owner of their own land. They have to do work as a worker, as a labor on the daily basis, or maybe not on cash, some food or some grain also. So those person were facing problem because of due to unemployment. Most of the unemployment is there. Earlier we have discussed most of the people were landless in this part. So these person have to do work on less wages than the nearby areas. So let us firstly we will discuss about small scale. Small scale farmers, small farmers were depend on the big farmers to borrow money. They were depend on the money lenders, traders also. They were borrow money on high interest rate. That's why when they harvest their crop, first of all they have to repay to those. And they save minimum commodities and grains for their family consumptions. That's why these small farmers were not able to purchase the physical capitals like that. Tractors, tubal systems, combine threshers. They are not able to hire the workers also. So how they are doing work? They are doing the farming activities with the help of animals and with the help of their family members as the labor. Big farmers were having large piece of land. They were using physical capitals like that, fixed capital and working capital. They are producing more product and that's why they are saving more. So here question arises, what are the differences between the small farmers and the big farmers? Why the small farmers were not able to purchase fixed capitals and working capitals for the farming activities? Now come on the last topic of this chapter, non-farming activities. It is clear by name, non-farming means which activities in which people are not involved related to the work of field. So in Palampur village, 76% people are doing farming activities and 24% involved in non-farming activities. These people are earning their livelihood from other resources rather than farming work. Is it clear to all? Now, we can categorize these activities which took place in that particular village. Dairy means dairy farming. In that particular village, people were rearing animals and sell milk. You all are aware about localities also, milkman is coming and supply milk, door-to-door services and shop-to-shop services also. Next one is small-scale manufacturing. That particular village, there is no big industries, but some people are doing the activities in their houses with the help of their family members. Like that, knitting, weaving. Next one is shopkeeping. When you go to market, you are looking, so many shops are there, so many people are providing services to us. Some are purchasing and some are supporting to them. Next one is transporting. So these non-farming activities are done in village Palampur. This is the most important question of this chapter. Most of the time it took place in the final exam also, which non-economic activities took place in Palanpur. So no need to write another one out of these 4 activities. Thank you. Have a nice day.